Hey guys, how's it going? It's Russell here, Russ's Take. I just thought I'd give you guys an idea on, well, I'll show you guys how to tighten and lube that drive chain on the stump cutter 252 Vermeer. Alright, so we're going to get going here. Alright, there you go. The first thing we're going to do is remove this cap, okay, because we have to take the bolt off there, or the nut, and we're going to jack it up in a sec, and we're going to get to it. Okay guys, so just give me a second here. I'm gonna jack up this side. Try and jack it up by the frame if you can with a piece of wood, and I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. All right, so you can see what we're doing there. Now we can just take a screwdriver and tap, 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 tap. Ah, yeah, son of a... Okay. We just want to be gentle. Take it easy. Yeah, she could use a real hammer, but I'm lazy. Yes, you too. We just want to go easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yes. All right, let's see what else we got here. What else we can do to the little beastie without damaging it? Okay. We can always try this. No. Okay. Give me a second, I shall be right back. Okay, so we got it coming out now. And yeah, just go around it, keep tapping, and then eventually you can just pop it right off. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Okay, see, yay! All right, now we've got in here horrifying mess. What's going on? All right, let's grab this pindacutter and take it up and squeeze it together, and then together like that. Oh, you can't spin the bearing. So we hope for the best. Then we grab it from the bottom. After a couple of tapicellos, throw it in there. Okay, now this I guess you can use anything you want. Grab a wrench. A pair of vice grips. It's not on there like hard, eh? So, okay, we're getting it off. There we go. La, 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 la. We give it a little pull. And then we get our hands all messy. There we go. Beautiful. And bedding. There's the washer. And finally, Mr. Bedding. There we go. Okay. Come on. Don't be like that. Come on. It'll come out pretty easy. Just grab a cutting torch and heat it up and cut it out if you have to, but no, we don't want to do that. All right. We got that, so we don't have it up high enough. So we're going to get it up higher. Okay, so we got the wheel, the machine up a little higher. Okay, and it looks good. Let's just set that camera up there. Okay. So we pull this wheel off, which doesn't want to come because I didn't have it up enough. Okay. Jack her up a little. So be careful on this because you might need two jacks. If you try to jack it up in the center, both wheels come up and it's wobbly. You could use a stand after, but Okay, there we go. So we got the wheel off, okay? Now, the fun begins. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty solid chain, isn't it? All right. So, first things first, we want to oil that chain. Why? Because this is the way it is. Don't ask me why. Don't try to please. All right. Okay. Now what we do, we put some raggies. Put some rags down here like this. Okay. All right. We get that oil can. All right, here we go. And we see that this one isn't working. And we can't find the other one. Wait a minute. Okay. Yes. Now, just a second. All right, just a second, then we'll get right to it. Okay, so what we want to do right now is we got to oil the chain, and by doing that, we're going to have to start the machine. Okay, let's start her up, and then disconnect the other side. All right, just a second. Disconnect both, well, this one, the locking pin's out. Disconnect the other side on the locking pin, okay? Let it spin. We gotta oil this first before we do anything because it's so tight. Just put some rags down there. I know, I haven't oiled it in a long time. Hope you can still hear me. And then let it run around a little bit. Yes, you do. Yeah, we have to do this first before we do anything else. Alright, let it run a little bit. Hopefully it's getting there's some kinks in it, eh? Look at that. That's what happens when you don't oil it, eh? Up. Let's just hang on a sec then. Okay, so get your chain all oiled up and stuff like that. All right. This is kind of bizarre, so just hang on a second. We'll get right to it. Okay, guys, now we're getting into the meat of this. All right, so here we go. It's yeah, it's a long video, but what can I say? This is the way you do it. Now, there's a bolt in here. Take it out. There's 3 washers. Try to grab them all. There's steel washers. Unfucking believable, eh? So this is it. You want to tighten your chain? This is what you got to do. All right. So we greased up the chain so it'll move a lot easier. Now you go to the back of the sprocket, and you can see the bolts and stuff, and move the sprocket ahead. Okay. Yeah, it's this is what you got to do. All right. So move the sprocket ahead. Then it's 9/16, guys. There's you know, you got to move it ahead until you can get the box end on, eh? Because the open end won't do it. It'll strip it. Okay, so let's Seems odd, but this is the way, babies. Bring that out a little bit more. Fucking crazy. All right, now you can get your box end in wrench in there. A little more. Toying with it. Yes, it's weird, but you're gonna see why. Okay, now you can get your box end wrench in there and loosen. It's 9/16. Obviously, the ones beside it are holding the rubber. They're small ones, anyways. Probably 3/8. Another 9/16 up here. Okay, and okay, if you're seeing this, look, there's a 9. No, that's not 9/16. That one. Yes, that one's another 9/16. Okay, now I've loosened them up. Obviously, if you're going to do it, just get a wrench there, like so. Here, give yourself some leverage here. Look, so if you're up here, just you know, lock the wrench in. I don't know if you guys know how to do that. Sorry, lock it in there, and then give yourself some leverage, okay? And loosen them all up, which is a lot of fun, eh? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You'll see them back here. I'm going to bring the camera over and I'll show you in a second. Or I can probably do that right now if you'd like. But I wanted to show you. Okay. Now, before you think you got it made, you don't. Okay. So don't think that you've got it made, because you don't. All right. Now this is very crazy. Yes, very crazy. Okay. So you need a whatever. 5/16 Allen wrench, and you'll have to line up the sprocket to get into it. See, you might even have to push the sprocket back in. Make sure you clean out that hexagon. Believe it or not, yeah, there's 4 that hold the motor at the back, the hydraulic motor. Now, so the 1, 2, 3 are 9/16, but this sucker is a 5/16, or sorry, 5/16 Allen wrench. You got to line up the tooth after of the front sprocket so you can get in there. Of course, you can't do it like this, but then you might have to put the sprocket back in. I've kind of loosened it already, so just make sure, guys, that you clean out that interior of that bolt. Okay, get a screwdriver, clean it right out, really good. Then put your hex in, give it a little tap. Again, clean it out. Okay, and like I said, because you're going to want to do it this way, right? Okay, and then you could put a wrench on it, whatever, like so. Give yourself some leverage, or you can use, extension with a small socket, 10mm or something like that, and loosen it off. Now, believe it or not, that's what you got to do. Then, that's to loosen the bolts. Okay, so we pulled the sprocket ahead. Now, what you got to do is take this hammer and smash the living. Just give it a couple of taps back in. Okay. Now, those 3 9/16 are loose, and this one, 5/16 Allen key, okay, is loose as well. Now, the fun part begins. We're going to go underneath and tighten it, okay? Yeah, one more thing here, guys, because you can see how the chain is loose? So what this does is when you're grinding a stump, it'll make the machine rock a little bit left and right. So who needs that, right? Plus, I haven't oiled it in a while, but anyway, all right. We're going to go underneath, and I'll show you how to tighten that chain. We have to use the open end. Okay guys, so putting it back on, chain's tight. I was able to push this sprocket back out again. All right, so okay, because you want the box end to make it tight. There's one, the middle one, and there's the top one. Of course, you can give yourself some leverage by doing that with the wrench. Okay, lock it and just simply say thank you very much, thank you very much. And then down here, I don't know, sorry guys, I don't know if I'm locking to there, but there's that one here, remember? So we want to get that going there too. Again, I'm upside down, so come on you. Oh, there we go. Okay, lock it and give yourself some energy. All right, now this one we probably do a little bit more. Yes, it's a bitch, but you want to tighten your chain? This is what you got to do. I don't know another way. I can't do it, lads. All right, that's tight. That's tight. And then that one's tight. Okay, so now there you go. There's 3. Of course, the wrench will give you a hard time getting in and out. And again, we smash the living daylight out of it. Just tap it back on, okay? Wow. We're actually getting there. I can't believe it. So the chain is tight, eh? Okay. Now, we take our other little thingamajigger here, remember? And put these steel washers back on first. And then just put it on nicely like that. Yes, it's a freaking drag, that's for sure, babies. All right. Now, this wasn't that tight actually, so you don't have to go cuckoo with it. But don't be a baby either. Right? Let's see. I don't want to worry about it being loose. So, there, it's tighter. Tighter than it was, so to hell with it. Well, there you go, guys. Now, if you want me to show you to put the wheel on, I will. I know it's a long video, but you can skip if you'd like. Now don't forget, we got to go in the back there. I'm not going to go back there again. All you got to do is take that 9/16 and 3/8 back there with you and push with the 3/8 very slowly on the lock bolt and then tighten the lock nut. Okay guys, so you know how to put wheels on, I hope. You just put the wheel on, I guess, because I don't want to make a long video unless you want me to do it. Of course you can't answer me now, but you just put the wheel back on, maybe pack the bearing with some more grease. Then you put your nut on, your washer and your nut. Actually, we're just going to do it, okay? Just hang on a second. Please remember to like and subscribe. Give me a hand here. I'm driving a 72 Pinto, for God's sakes, towing a stumper. Should it let go, you know what's going to happen if it hits the back. Come on, guys. Yeah, give me a like, a subscribe. I'm not going to bother you every day. Thank you. Just a sec. We'll be right back. Sorry, guys. See how things can get out of hand sometime. Okay, I forgot to tighten the Allen key. So make sure, because it's good when the sprocket's right back. Get your Allen key back in there and tighten it, okay? Again with the Allen key, just, you know, whatever. Get it in, make it nice and tight. I don't know why. 5/16 Allen key. But they just want to screw you up, I guess. So you'll take it in and say, please tighten my chain. Of course we will. If you've got your mortgage papers with you, come on in. just bring your mortgage papers in, and we'll give you a loan that you can get your chain tightened. Right? Son of a... There. Okay. Anyway. Get a little bit of leverage there. Okay, that's it. Okay. Again, don't forget to go back and tighten that lock bolt and nut, okay? Push the 3/8 on the square pin as you're pushing the motor, but it's not going to move anymore, and then tighten that 9/16 lock nut. Okay, just a second. All right, here we go. We're just about finished. Let's get this wheel on. All right. Okay. Thank you. What a freaking drag, eh? Yeah. Jack it up a little. Yeah, not a lot of fun in the world, is it? Okay. Now, if you can do that, you can do a lot of things. That was ridiculous, eh? Okay. So now we're putting our wheel back on. If it wants to. I have a ramp here. There you go. Okay. All right. Then we grab our bearing. I repacked it with some grease. Slide her in there. Okay. Grab a rag. All right. Grab your washer, which has no pin. You don't have to worry about it. Just put her in. Okay. All right. Then we got our locking bolt. All right. Nut, I should say. So sorry. Okay. Now, what you do anytime you do bearings like this is just grab the little beastie. Okay. Grab the little beastie with a wrench or whatever. Tighten it tight. Then maybe spin the wheel. Tighten it tight again. And then loosen it off. Because you want to make sure that bearing is sitting properly. Loosen it off and just tighten it very easy. You know, the weight of the ratchet. Or the vice grips, whatever you're using. And then put your locking pin in. And your cap. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe, and I need a new car. Take it easy.